20 years.
Okay. Hey, Happy New Year. You
Happy
listen,
New Year, guys.
yeah. This is KLA, Clyde the Wanderer. I have a special guest, like always, because I know you guys ain't come to see me like that. So, I'm introducing Ivana Dvor- how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry.
Dvorakova.
Dvorakova.
No problem.
I take
Hi, guys.
a little practice. As you see, guys, the flex. Wow, very impressive. Very impressive. How long was you in the gym today?
Uh, the workout was 1.5 hour exactly. The legs.
Okay. So what's your New Year's resolution? You have any New Year's resolution?
No, I don't. I don't care for resolutions.
Okay. Do you have any plans for 2023, like your bodybuilding in terms?
Yeah, I would like to compete in a Spain competitions that's around, I think, around the summer, and I want my dream come true to win and go for Olympia.
Oh, that's nice. Nice. But you IFBB, you're a pro, right? You're a pro.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. What led you into the sport of bodybuilding, if you can tell the viewers?
Exactly, it was an injury that occurred 8 years ago. I was doing sports aerobics, and something around my spinal discs went wrong. So I had to stop the 12 years career in sports aerobic and cut off the on the spot. So I didn't want to gain fat, and I started with the workout in the gym. And I met there the trainer, and he told me, "Oh, hey, come on, would you like to try this?" And I was used to for the all the sparkling dresses and competing in aerobics that was like shiny on the stage. So I say, "Well, yeah, let's go." So it's how it started.
How long? I mean, what's it like with your journey? What's your journey been like as a bodybuilder? That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, I started, yeah, exactly 8 years ago, like body fitness, as of course amateur, and we're competing in the Czech Republic, the local competitions, and yeah, I started to like it, and I was competing every half a year, and exactly I changed my coaches one, two times because I started with one and went to another one, and now I'm with the third coach. As I was developing, I had to find someone that will bring me up, because we just catch one line and we finished. And I said, okay, I want to be better, but these guys, they couldn't bring me up. So after approximately 3 years, I changed the coach.
Mm. Was it frustrating, or like to just switch to another coach, or?
It was well, yeah. First it was a lady. Then what? There was two guys from Ukraine but living in Prague, and then now it's Vladimir Pajic. He's probably well-known coach.
Okay. What's it like being a bodybuilder in Prague? Like,
It's hard.
are there a lot of bodybuilders in Prague, or?
Uh, not many pros, but yeah, we have great pros like Milan Čádek, Lukáš Osladil, and as a ladies, Margita Zamolová. She was competing several times in Olympia, and there are several great competitors, as we are a very small country, 10 million people. So I think we are successful bodybuilders. But to be a bodybuilder in Czech Republic is very difficult because the country is a little bit like, old mind or old thinking. Just
Yeah,
the girl should look like a different way.
yeah, yeah. That a lot of it seemed like that's like a tribulations a lot of bodybuilders go through.
I'm sorry, once more.
Not that that's a lot of hardships that bodybuilders go through, like female bodybuilders, because they're
Yeah,
used to seeing, a woman not, you know, not big as you. They,
yeah.
there was a time like in the turn of the century, there were like women with muscles, but they were like circus performers, and so
That was
like
a different.
yeah, and so rarely you didn't really see somebody a bodybuilder like you would. I think like as it progressed, like in the 50s and stuff, you would see like there was a bodybuilder, but there weren't there weren't no competitions and stuff like that. And so like it came out in the 70s and stuff, and the great era to me, I think it's like the 80s and the 90s.
Exactly.
Yeah, Corey Everson and Linda Murray
Yes.
and Laura Cravell and stuff. It was on TV too as well. And it's like now you don't really see too many. You don't really, not too many. You don't see bodybuilding on TV like it was. So
It's very rare even in Czech Republic. I don't know how this goes in different countries, especially in the United States,
yeah.
because as I know that the bodybuilding is very popular there.
Yeah. I mean, like if somebody was to see you like in the street, they probably wouldn't pay you no mind, or they'll look at you, may not be like in a negative way. They'll probably, they're probably, yeah. Like if I seen you in the street, my good chance, I would ask you for like to flex for me. I don't know, because you don't want to. I don't want to be looking like a creep or anything. Because one time I asked a girl to do that, and she did it, but it was kind of cheesy and stuff like that. But she did it, so
I'm a good person for that. I would really go and flex for you.
yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So, what you were in the fourth? You in 2021? You was fourth place in the big man Spain. What could you done better, or was you fine to be in fourth place? It didn't matter to you.
Uh, it was amazing. That's the first place because I saw the other athletes, and they were awesome. They were developed. Nadia Capottosto, I'm sorry. The Italian girl, she won, and amazing. So to be among these perfect girls, it's always amazing. So that's the first thing. Uh, but we decided to change from women's physique to bodybuilding exactly 4 months ago, because my coach told me, hey, the physique is developing this way, and your waist is not good enough to be a woman's physique. And when we add some more muscles on the top, on the legs, you will be more for women's bodybuilding, and we should follow what they want. So I say, yes, well, great, there are more poses, it's more flexing on the stage. Yes, let's go. So as it was a very fast switch, it was amazing.
Okay. So you was happy with being in fourth place. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, especially of course we want to go for Olympia. That's a dream, but you have to slowly develop.
Right.
And first I do it because I like the physique. I like to see how myself I'm developing. So when I'm finished, whatever, fifth, sixth, it will be a number, but when I will see myself, yeah, I did a good job, I developed, it will be always good.
Do you, could you recall like challenges you went through as a bodybuilder?
It is a challenge, of course, when I saw the last Olympia and I see Andrea Sean and the girls around. I say, okay, this is uh, this is a dream, and it will be hard way to achieve it, but let's go, challenge.
And you're a personal trainer.
Exactly.
Uh, well, how long you been a personal trainer?
Almost the same time as do bodybuilding.
How many clients do you see like often?
uh, I have approximately 10 or till plus or minus 10, 14 clients, but I'm blessed because I have long-term clients, approximately 2, 3, 4, 5 years that's still coming. So that's amazing.
How do you like motivate them? Like just say like they're not really like used to working out, or they're probably obese, or
Well, I should say something small, but they see me changing, and when they see me eating, dry chicken with some cucumber, and not eating pizza and stuff, and I'm changing, I'm developing. They will listen, obviously, more than if I would eating no pizza and stuff, and tell them no, 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 you should not eat pizza and donuts.
you have a cheat day.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Oh, what's your cheat day like?
Ooh. uh, I'm a sweet thief, so always chocolate,
Oh,
especially the one in Czech Republic that they do.
yeah.
So, and some sweet bakery. Then I'm sick second day.
You're not the only one. I have a sweet tooth at times.
Really.
Kind of, yeah. It's not, it's hard to kind of break out of that. What
Yeah.
how do you feel when you deal with prep?
Ooh, that's uh that's interesting. I'll always feel different. Every single prep, I think that's 11 or 12 preps already done, and every single prep was completely different, even with the same coach. So sometimes it's hard, and sometimes I feel great and I have absolutely no problem. So it depends on other stuff around me. So if everything is fine, everything's great, my parents are fine, and there are no problems in the family, I have no problem at all.
When you say family, like other than your parents, your husband or your kids, or how do you deal with them?
My parents, my mom and dad, and I have a brother that has his own family now. But the last year, 2021, my mother was diagnosed again as a cancer, or oncology patient, as I say. So it was in between the prep, and it put you down,
Mm.
because you have to start to solve the issues around that. And she is now 65, and you say, okay, and again the lungs cancer. So it was very hard to prep and to focus on myself and trainings when you knew that we didn't know if she will live, or what will happen and how will be the cure. But she's great. She's doing perfectly, and thanks to God for the science and for the medical science developing, that she's eating one pill a day and she's really great. So at this situation, she's stabilized, and I believe that she will be with us for another year. So I believe now that the prep will be great.
Mm. That's so good. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Um, on your IG, I was going through. You was going through COVID.
Uh, yeah. We were able to train in our country because they finally said when there was a huge lockdown. That was approximately 7 months of heavy lockdown, but the government said the professional athletes can train. So because I had of course, the paper from the federation that I'm professional and I should be allowed to work out. So I was able to work out in my gym.
Okay.
But it was very hard to fly to competitions. I remember flying to Romania. We we had to have all the COVID tests. We had to have allowing from the Wings of Strength. We had to have another letters from the federations. And when we stopped on the airport in Bucharest, we thought, yeah, they will not care, but they did. So I had to put every single paper that we had to the authorities on the airport, and then we were allowed to step into the country. And also there was something very very bad that we had 72 hours to be in Romania. So to count for the landing and take off after the competition, it was like to find a flight to Romania that sit and take off in 72 hours. So it was really really horrifying, but the competition was thanks to Wings of Strength that made their best to let us compete because it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, as a bodybuilder, it seems like it's a lot for to traveling and all that stuff. And how do you like have like a strong mind to have a strong body, if I could say that?
Yeah, if you must be really strong because the meal prep. Sometimes you're too tired even to go to the gym, and you have to work out, and then you have to go to the market or the grocery store and carry the heavy bags home and put everything to the fridge and so on. And sometimes you tell yourself, what I am doing. So yeah, you must be strong.
Yeah. So you did dancing like on your routines and stuff like that? Are you a dancer?
No, I was doing sports aerobics. It's like sport gymnastics, very close. But yeah, it was the routine that lasts 2 minutes, and it was for the music and just. It's not much like dancing. It's more like the gymnastics.
Oh, gymnastics. How long you was doing gymnastics when you was a kid, or?
Yeah, I did. For when I was 6,
Oh,
I did for 2 years. Then I did tennis. Then I switched to sports aerobics.
oh, you did like backflips and all this stuff, and
I don't remember that.
oh,
Maybe when I was 6 years old, it was, I think what was easier.
oh. How do you stay positive?
Uh, well, because I do the work or the job that I don't call the job. I of course, when I was younger, before I started to be a personal trainer, I did in the offices, and that was hard. But now I don't say that I'm working. Even of course, I have to work and do something for the living, but I don't say I'm working.
Oh, you have any hobbies or anything outside bodybuilding?
Uh, My dogs probably.
Your
Uh,
dogs? Oh,
so
you like
once more
them?
again. Uh, this is the small the she
Oh,
cutie, the Chihuahua, as you can see. And here you go. That it's the 7 month old puppy. So this is the I would say the psychologist of my life,
oh.
furry friends, and this is the hobby. And uh, she is probably pregnant, so I think we will have a very funny few months, and probably she will have more puppies.
How do you stay attractive with muscularity at the same time?
Ooh. Uh, of course, I do some, Botox and some care, ladies' care probably,
Yeah.
and I like so much to care about my hair, so I don't mind spending a lot of money for the hair care and for the face care.
Oh. Do men do men like on like Instagram? They like DMing you and stuff like that. Do you go through that or?
Yeah, I try to be a, let's say, nice person,
Right.
and if they, of course, if they are annoying me, I block them. I don't care.
Yeah. That's I mean that's the only way. Like I mean like that's all you can do. Like if somebody's kind of being disrespectful, just block them. That's I mean I go through that at times. You know, some people they show me like certain things. I'm like, why are they showing me this? You know, they would show me like sexual stuff too. I'm like, it's crazy. Sometimes I get harassed by like people that pretend to be women. Like one time, like somebody was they profile was like a woman, and so I called just to see who if it was a woman, but they didn't turn out to be a woman. So it's kind of funny.
Always, it's because they are hiding behind the walls of the
Yeah,
social media,
yeah,
and they think that they can do whatever. No, they can't.
yeah. So, if someone was to make a documentary about you competing in the sport of bodybuilding, what would you want them to strongly focus on?
Well, wow, that's a question I have to really think about.
I asked that question because I see you women, you go through a lot, and I would see like I seen a documentary about these NPC competitors and their journey and stuff like that, the traveling and the diet and all this stuff, the training, and I think, and they still didn't make it to the pro level and stuff. I think one of them they stopped, but they're like a fitness trainer. But the other one I'm not sure, but they they it's I see you women like you 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 hustle a lot, like if I could say that, like it's a real hustle to do what you're doing because everybody can't do that. you know I when I was younger, I used to like female bodybuilders and stuff. I would get the magazines and stuff, world physique, I mean women's physique world and stuff like that, and be looking at muscle and fitness, because at one point I wanted to be a little buff and stuff like that, and but I was looking at the men also. But I say this, I say this to tell you that it's like I didn't realize that you women was going through the stuff that you would go through. You're not getting paid enough and just do that. So it's a lot. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. The ladies always has something a little bit, uh, say, I'd say the trouble, but our body is not used to have such a low degree of fat. And the first years I was doing this was like, I added the prep up to the show, and everybody does. So I was eating like hell, and I went fat. The body wants to very quickly return to some level of the body fat. You see the guys, of course, off season, they are huge, but they are, you see, they are vascular, and they are not fat.
Right.
But the woman's body is developed for making the kids. So unless you have some percentage of body fat, the body is still in the shock and in the situation, oh, save me, I'm dying. So always the dieting for women is much harder than for the men, because the body's resisting.
Right.
And the hormones and so on. We don't like the low carb diet. Of course, not everyone. I saw the ladies there are shredded and have less problem with dieting, but mostly the girls needs to have more fat to be hormonally balanced and healthy. So that's it.
Okay. Did you pay attention to the Olympia that passed? What was your thoughts on that?
You mean the one that was a few weeks ago?
Yes, that's one of them.
Yeah, it was very interesting because the athletes were, say, perfectly prepared, and it wasn't like, oh, this one is good, this is bad. No, everybody was perfect, and it was real battle. I was watching the stories of the AG Kelly, Robert, and I was waiting for every result. I was watching the pictures and say, come on, who will win? It's amazing. So crazy perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. What? Oh yeah. What's the body part you have to consistently work out the most?
uh Probably the worst part that it's still needs to be developed.
The what? I'm sorry, I didn't get that one.
I, I don't probably didn't understand well. You mean the body part that
That
is
you have to
probably
work, yeah, that you have to work out, that you need improvement.
everything.
Oh,
I'm
well,
I'm very glad.
yeah, I've looked at
Very.
I've looked at your physique. I mean, it's really nice. You know,
Thank you.
would you say I heard some a bodybuilder had said that they feel like an artist when they like do bodybuilding. Do you feel like that, or you just feel like you're an athlete?
No, I'm it's a sculpturing, and my coach is a sculptor. So he's creating the old Greek sculpture, like something like this.
Yeah. What's your bicep inches like? How big is your biceps, if you don't mind?
I know it's approximately 39-40 centimeters. I don't know how much is inch to centimeter.
Okay. I'm not math, so but it's big enough.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I'll be following you on Instagram though.
This way.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So probably something like that.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing though.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. That's about it.